Alright, welcome back to the show. Now, gotta give you my review of Raw from last Monday night, as I usually do, because I really don't get a chance to watch ECW or SmackDown. So I'm gonna give you my review of Raw. I felt Raw was a pretty good show this week. It's very interesting that Triple H and Randy Orton was in only one segment the entire show, and that was it. And in a way, it was sort of pretty neat, hey, you don't get to see these guys 7 or 8 times in one night. You only get to see them once. And I felt that was very good use. It was a very good segment leading up to their match at the pay-per-view, which I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. To me, the key highlight of Raw this week was the debut of Ted DiBiase's son, one of his two sons, Ted DiBiase Jr. And, this was the first time that I got to see Ted DiBiase Jr. because I don't get OVW or Florida Championship Wrestling as some of you might, you lucky people. And I gotta say, he cut a very good promo in my opinion. He looks like Randy Orton a little bit from when Randy Orton started out in the WWE, and he's very cut up, and he gave like this great line at the end of his promo saying, everybody's got a price, but me, I'm priceless. I thought that was one of the most awesome lines I'd ever heard in wrestling, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him, because it was focused on Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes. I'm looking forward to seeing this rivalry, and I really hope that they pick a good partner for Ted DiBiase Jr. I'm hoping, in my opinion, that Matt Sydal is the one that they team him up with, because Matt Sydal is a very good wrestler, very good high flyer. And can you imagine Matt Sydal and Ted DiBiase Jr., who's a third generation superstar? His grandfather, Mike DiBiase, and of course his father, the one and only Ted DiBiase. But that would just be a great tag team. I'd like to see that as a tag team in WWE. Would very well freshen up Raw as far as the tag team division goes. And really, the tag team division, in hindsight, it's starting to get better. It's starting to get better because you got Crime Time, you got London and Kendrick, you got Marella and Carlito, but the problem is, that's all the teams you got. You got like 3 or 4 tag teams that compete for the tag team titles, when many, many years ago, there was like a good 7 or 8 combinations that could challenge for the gold. But I'm still very up high on the tag team division on Raw. And then I'm going forward, so I'm skipping parts that I might have forgotten. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels, that was another good match. And I thought, that ending was very original. It was, well, not original, let me take that back. It was very good. It was something different. And, and then Michaels going like this. It's like, Michaels is a coward. And Jericho wouldn't hit him with the chair, but that was a very good storyline, and I liked it. I thought it was very good. And then Vince McMahon comes out. He announces in 4 weeks, on June the 23rd, that there's going to be a draft held live that night. And of course, you can expect a preview of the draft right here in a couple of weeks on Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show. I believe the date's going to be June the 20th, where I give that might be 2 episodes that week. Who knows? And then the bigger announcement was that they're going to have a contest where they're giving away money, and it's from Vince McMahon's own pocket. It's from his own wallet. He's giving away money. I guess it's $1 million. I'm not really sure. It sounded confusing. I think a lot of people are still confused. So I'm going to say at the moment that they're giving away $1 million. But that's at the moment. So on that note, time to go to the One Night Stand report. It is tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view. 8 p.m. is the bell time, Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific. The World Heavyweight title will no longer be vacant after tomorrow night, when Edge faces The Undertaker. When Edge faces The Undertaker for the gold in a TLC match. Now, a very interesting stipulation is, if The Undertaker loses this match, he is finished in the WWE. Triple H will defend the WWE title against Randy Orton in a last man standing match. In a first blood match, John Cena will take on JBL. Shawn Michaels will face Batista in a stretcher match. Jeff Hardy will face Umaga in a Falls Count Anywhere match. The Big Show, John Morrison, Tommy Dreamer, Chavo Guerrero, and CM Punk will compete in a Singapore Kane match where the winner faces Kane at the next pay-per-view for the ECW Heavyweight title, and Melina will face Beth Phoenix in an I Quit match, the first time in WWE history that there is a female I Quit match. And of course the results next week on the program. Coming up next, TNA and my review of Take No Prisoners.